Thought we did a lot of good things. Our forecheck was well. Thought we were physical. Bob made big saves when he needed to, and I thought defensively we did a decent job boxing around him and giving him clear vision on a lot of the shots. So power play was pretty good as well. But we want to improve our game a little bit and be a little better.
What are some of the differences about defending against this group, maybe compared to the teams you saw in the first couple of rounds?
Not a whole lot, to be honest. I think Carolina probably plays a little bit more physical, a little bit more in-your-face style than the other two teams. But when it comes to the rush chances, they both like rush goals and taking chances offensively. So we got to be sharp, especially in the neutral zone. Our gaps defensively, and the forwards coming back and supporting. So. A lot of similarities, but I think physicality is probably the biggest difference.
Seth, in your experience, how do things change from game 1 to 2 after both teams kind of have a chance to make adjustments? You kind of feel each other out a little bit in game 1.
Both teams are going to come out hard again. We don't expect anything different. We're worried about what we can do to be better in our style of play. So at the end of the day, we believe if we play our game and play it to the best of our ability, we have a good chance to win.
When you're the road team and you win that first one, it's almost like you see blood in the water, like, hey, you got one, but you got a chance to head back home up 2-0. How much is that a factor when you win that first one?
Yeah, we want to get greedy, of course. We want to come in here and not just roll over and not be okay with playing an okay game just because we stole one on the road. We want to come here, get two, and put their backs against the wall. We understand it's probably going to be a long series, so we want to chip away game by game and continue to do the right things.
Seth, you said a couple of days ago that you were kind of surprised by the team's drive even after winning the Cup last year when you got here. When you guys went down 2-0 to Toronto, just was there anything that surprised you about the team's mentality and how everyone kind of handled being down in the series like that?
For sure. There's definitely a quiet confidence in this room. I think in the Toronto series it was different because, they're supposed to win their two home games, right? So we knew we had the opportunity to win our 2 home games, and the series doesn't really start till someone wins on the road, right? So we understood that if we took care of business at home, that it was going to be back to a 2-2 series. But going down 0-2, we had a lot of confidence in this room that, like I keep saying, if we play the way we know how to play, we're going to give ourselves a good chance.
Seth, what have you learned about Nico Mikkola since you got here and now that you've been playing with him? Be here for a little bit.
Great skater, big, physical guy, in your face, vocal on the bench. We're always talking, always trying to get better, shift by shift. And he's been great to play with. I mean, he's fast. He likes to jump in the play offensively, and he's a very intense guy. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Seth, how 4 or 5 months ago, how far-fetched was this for you and Taylor to be standing in the places you're standing in right now?
It's been a whirlwind, the last few months for sure. But I'm extremely happy that I've gotten this opportunity, and this franchise and this group believed in me. And I wasn't playing probably the greatest hockey in Chicago, but I'm glad I came here and have the supporting group around me and just trying to keep it simple and play defense first. And I think I'm in a pretty good spot, but I want to continue to get better and learn.
Do you think it makes it maybe a little more special for you two, you and Taylor, because of where you were and where you are now?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's happy, where he's at as well. He signed a new contract, so super happy for him. I texted him after that, and it's nice to come to the rink and just play winning hockey.
Seth, you're one of the guys that's chasing a ring. You come to a team that has a lot of rings in the room. How does that feel in a playoff? Like, is there an extra bit of, I hope I'm not screwing it up for these guys, or any feeling like that?
No, not really. I think this locker room is definitely special. The moment I came into this locker room, you could feel the intensity. And like I mentioned, you can feel the drive and the willingness to win from top to bottom, coaching staff, players, trainers, everyone. It's a family environment. Whether you're the best player on the team or you're not in the lineup, everyone's treated the same way, and we understand that everyone is needed to win. It's not just on one line, one pair of D. So it's a great environment to be in, and we want to keep it going.
Thank you, Seth. Marchand and Lindell are available.